What happens when the world's most powerful currency stops being trusted? For 80 years, the US dollar has ruled global trade, oil, and power itself. But now, quiet revolutions are brewing. In Moscow, Beijing, and even Silicon Valley. BRICS nations are building new systems. Digital currencies are rising. And for the first time in modern history, the world is asking, what if the dollar dies? To understand the coming currency revolution, we need to go back to 1944. The world lay in ruins after World War II. In a quiet hotel in Bretton Woods, 44 nations agreed the US dollar would become the world's reserve currency, backed by gold and backed by America's dominance. For decades, it worked. Global trade ran on dollars. Nations stored them like treasure. But in 1971, President Nixon cut the dollar from gold, forever changing the game. From that moment, money was no longer backed by anything except faith. Here's how the system really works. When a country trades oil, buys goods, or takes a loan, it usually needs dollars. This gives America enormous power. Every transaction strengthens the dollar's demand. And because most debt worldwide is in dollars, the US can print more without losing dominance. Think of it like this. The world runs on a dollar subscription. Everyone pays to stay connected, and the US owns the network. But when too many people question the service, the network starts to fail. That's exactly what's happening now. Russia and China are building alternative payment systems. The BRICS alliance, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is testing trade in their own currencies. Saudi Arabia, once the bedrock of the petrodollar, is making deals in yuan. Central banks are stockpiling gold at record levels. Meanwhile, in the West, inflation eats away at trust, and national debt climbs past $35 trillion. Every empire falls the same way, not through invasion, but through devaluation. Rome clipped its coins. Britain debased its pound. America is printing history's next warning sign. If the dollar's dominance fades, the consequences ripple everywhere. Prices rise. Imports cost more. Nations diversify reserves. Power shifts eastward, from Washington to Beijing. The global balance resets. But revolutions don't happen overnight. The dollar won't vanish. It will erode, slowly, silently, until one day we wake up and the world runs on something else, maybe digital, maybe decentralized, maybe authoritarian. Every financial empire believes it will last forever, yet history says otherwise. The question isn't if the dollar's age ends, it's what replaces it. Gold once ruled, then paper, then code. The revolution is already here. It's just waiting for the collapse to catch up. So ask yourself, when the dollar dies, who really wins? Do you believe the dollar can survive the next decade? Or are we already living in the collapse? Comment below.